Hi guys, welcome to another video of Holy Outdoor. In this video, we've done an extensive review of the top 5 CB radios, and we discuss all the key features and what things to consider before you pick the best one for you. Price information and all radios mentioned in the video are available in the description. You can find a more detailed analysis and reviews of the best CB radios on our website, holyoutdoor.com. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video from us. So let's get started. Number 5. COBRA HHRT50 Road Trip CB Radio. As handheld CB radios go, COBRA HHRT50 Road Trip CB Radio is a remarkable gadget. While my preference in this niche would go to President Randy FCC, COBRA HHRT50 is by no means a slacker. It has a good range and excellent voice clarity. COBRA has done a disservice to this radio with its design. It looks dated, to say the least. Compare its appearance to the Randy FCC and you'll see what I'm talking about. While the COBRA is nominally cheaper than Randy's offering, that gap reduces once you consider the cost of getting the power cable and the cost of AA batteries. For the power source, this radio needs 9 AA batteries. It's possible to use rechargeable NIM batteries as well, but a pack of 9 cells can be difficult to come by. Alternatively, you can buy the power cable and connect this radio to the vehicle's 12-volt supply. In many cases, it is preferable to connect COBRA HHRT50 Road Trip CB radio to a 12-volt supply. It tends to struggle with output signal power when running on batteries. The magnet mount antenna and the included cable help with the range. Performance gets better once the radio connects to the vehicle's supply. In this setup, it can work with a full 4 watts of power, and the range improves considerably. Its adaptability to power supply is a feather in the cap of the COBRA HHRT50. Many of the power limitations of this radio are understandable. It isn't targeted at the commercial trucker or the CB enthusiasts. This one's more of a group of friends going on a road trip and wanting to stay in touch with different vehicles. The use of an omnidirectional microphone underlines this approach. It attempts to pick up voices from all sides of a vehicle and transmits them. If you want a more conventional approach, it's possible to connect a speaker or microphone through the available jack. Putting the approach aside, let's not forget that this is still a CB radio, so it has some useful features to fit its role. COBRA HHRT50 has access to 10 NOAA channels and audible emergency weather alerts. When on battery power, the high-low button switches between 1 watt transmit power and higher. The display is small, but it shows relevant information like channel, battery level, signal strength, heat, lock, and a few others. Those who need a CB radio occasionally will find the COBRA HHRT50 the right fit. It works with a variety of power sources, has a good battery backup, and decent sound quality. Those who want more from their CB radio might find this one a bit underpowered. Number 4. President Randy FCC. President Randy FCC is amongst the best, if not the best, handheld CB radio available. For the most part, CB radios have largely stayed fixed to vehicles and avoided a full-featured handheld CB radio. Randy FCC fills that gap. Well, there are other handheld CB radios out there. COBRA HHRT is another good choice, though it goes more on the simplistic side of terms of design as we discussed before. In some ways, Randy FCC takes design cues from modern walkie-talkies and even handheld ham radios. Yet it remains a distinctly useful CB radio with all the features necessary. A fairly large display is the first to grab eyeballs on the Randy FCC. The LCD shows information on the channel, signal strength, battery level, and functions or features in use. It is backlit, as are the buttons, and there's the option to customize the backlight color and intensity. A total of 7 color options are available for the backlight. Most buttons for control functions find their place below the display. Since this radio aims to be a full-function CB radio, it includes most of the conventional features. It offers NOAA weather scan, a dedicated button for emergency channel, Roger beep, automatic squelch controls, and noise gate. Given all these features, the fact that it is a handheld isn't lost on President Randy FCC. It includes options for a key lock, Vox, flashlight, and high-low transmit power. At low power, the radio transmits at 1 watt. Switched up to high power, it transmits at 3 to 4 watts, depending on the battery backup. The handheld CB radio runs on a lithium-ion battery, though it can connect directly to a 12-volt power source as well. Included in the box are an AC adapter, short antenna, belt clip, wrist wrap, and lighter plug. President Randy FCC is a reliable handheld CB radio with an impressive design and good features. It doesn't quite offer the range and ease of use of a fixed mount radio, but it does a good job where handheld portability is important. Overall, this is the best handheld CB radio. Number 3. Midland 1001 LWX 40-channel mobile CB radio. For a compact and mobile CB radio, Midland 1001 LWX has a surprisingly large display that makes it possible to get all relevant information with a glance at the screen. In part, it helps that since the budget radio has limited functions, not much is going on at the display. It's simple and it shows the active channel, signal strength, and any active function or features. Key features include PA, NOAA weather, RF gain, and SQUELCH. A large knob on the right allows switching channels. Simple as these features are, some of them lack usability. The squelch and RF gain are temperamental and don't evoke much confidence in their use. The same goes for the automatic noise limiter, which, though present, doesn't seem to understand its purpose. Midland's factory microphone is a simple run-of-the-mill device you would expect for a budget device like this. It does its job, and that's about all you can expect. An oversized switch on the side of the mic helps it, making it convenient to use and comfortable to hold. When the radio is in weather channel mode, hitting the button on the microphone will switch the station or channel. As we see, the additional features on this radio are lacking, and that's putting it mildly. But let's not take our eye off the price here. This is an excellent compact and budget CB radio. Measuring 4.5 by 1.75 by 1.75 inches, it is convenient to mount and doesn't take up much cabin space. In a sense, the features and setup for Midland 1001 LWX40 are very similar to its competition, the UNIDEN Pro 520XL. The features and appearance of both radios are remarkably similar, though with some changes. The display on the UNIDEN Pro 520XL is smaller and is an old-fashioned LED display. This makes it troublesome to read the display during the day if there's a bright light. The UNIDEN radio also looks cheap. Well, both of these are low-cost radios, but UNIDEN seems to want to make it clear. Where UNIDEN Pro 520XL does better than Midland 1001 LWX40 is in the handling of static and switching channels. It's not a major change, but a noticeable one anyway. To sum it up, Midland 1001 LWX is a cost-effective, compact, and basic CB radio. It has NOAA weather alerts and PA, plus an acceptable voice clarity on transmission and reception. Those who want more functions on their radio should consider another pick. Overall, this is the best budget CB radio. Number 2. UNIDEN BEARCAT 980 40-channel SSB CB radio. UNIDEN BEARCAT 980 is one of the company's most liked CB radios. It has been around for a decade and could very well boast to be a workhorse with a proven milieu. Originally, it came up as a replacement for the beloved UNIDEN Grant line of CB radios. Refreshing the design of the Grant, the BEARCAT 980 uses a larger display and buttons take the place of knobs and switches. Compared to its competitors, COBRA 29LX and LX Max, the BEARCAT 980 puts more function buttons on the radio. While the features are similar, the BEARCAT 980 relies on buttons, while the aforementioned COBRA radios prefer knobs and dials with fewer buttons on the radio. As the screen and buttons take center stage on the BEARCAT 980, the backlight becomes important. No one wants an overly bright and distracting light in the cab. To that end, users can choose from 7 colors for the backlight and customize its intensity. Buttons flank the display towards its bottom and right. Each button has an associated indicator light that comes on at the press of a button. This is a good way to know what functions are active on the CB radio. Volume and squelch control are combined in the knob on the top left side of the radio in a dual function 2 rings setup. Right below this knob is the 6-pin connector for the microphone. Users who prefer a 4-pin mic can use an included converter cable to attach a microphone. And you will very likely want to use a different microphone. UNIDEN's included mic is flimsy and doesn't offer good voice transmission. The company claims that the mic has noise-canceling technology. Turns out it's just a baffle that dampens all sound. UNIDEN BEARCAT 980 is amongst the company's most reliable offerings. Unlike most CB radios, the 980 has frequency stability on SSB without any drift. It has excellent voice reception and transmission, but the factory mic is rather flimsy and downgrades the performance of this radio. Overall, this is the best premium mobile CB radio. Number 1. UNIDEN CMX 760 BEARCAT. UNIDEN CMX 760 BEARCAT is the best CB radio overall. It's a compact mobile CB radio with a rugged design. It is suitable for most vehicles, including trucks, cars, and even boats. At dimensions of only 4 by 4 by 1 inches, this compact radio offers easy installation. It skips controls on the main body and transfers them to the mic. As the controls move to the mic, they open up the path to creativity in deciding where to place the radio. It's possible to install the radio under the car seat, behind the glove box, or on the dashboard, or wherever your creativity and requirements want it. This is very useful for vehicles with limited cabin space. The setup and functions of the UNIDEN CMX 760 BEARCAT often work better than its competitors, like the Midland 75822 CB radio. While the CMX 760 remains attached to the vehicle, the Midland radio goes more into the territory of handheld CB radios. Even so, the Midland radio works best when connected to a 12-volt power outlet on the vehicle. Due to this setup, Midland 75822 feels much heavier in the hand and the buttons are tiny. Arguably, it has a better quality speaker, but UNIDEN CMX 760 does way better on controls and management. Since the mic is all important for UNIDEN BEARCAT CMX 760, it's worth a closer look. A small backlit screen on the mic displays important information like channel and frequency. The same backlight also illuminates the buttons placed under the screen. The radio works with 7 backlight colors customizable to user preferences. The buttons on the mic offer conventional features including squelch control, NOAA weather channels with alerts, channel scanning, and one-touch access to channel 919. It doesn't have an RF gain setting, but it supports local and DX modes for better signal reception. A built-in speaker is available on the mic. It does its job, but it isn't the best at it. UNIDEN recommends using an external speaker like the BC15 speaker, though any compatible speaker will do. I suspect this is partly because there's so much going on in the mic that they sacrifice speaker quality. UNIDEN CMX 760 BEARCAT mobile CB radio is compact, easy to install, and rugged enough to take a beating from off-roading. It's a great pick for most users, but if you want more conventional controls, RF gain adjustment, and a better speaker, you might want to skip this. Overall, this is the best CB radio we reviewed. So what do you think? Which of these 5 is the best CB radio for you? Or do you think another radio is better? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an awesome day.